On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Saturday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. To the name Saturday, the day when some of the ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So whilst doing so, please remember On The Spot News Media, its loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right and now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular ones and ones them out there in the streets traversing about your regular business right across the length and breadth of Jamaica from Moran Point to Negril Point. Safe travel, pan the gravel, and as always, my friends, look out on the corner yai Kazwa. The old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerks, yeah man, me I tell you. So watch this now, we're gonna kick it off over there in the parish of Westmoreland, where this young man was seen in a viral photograph right across social media networks. The photograph labeled that the young man was kidnapped by criminal elements and brought to Scotiabank in Negril, where he was forced to withdraw monies from a Jamaican and US accounts, and that he has not been seen or heard from since by his family. Now, this morning, I'm here to report to you that the schoolboy is now in the custody of the police and is about to be slapped with charges. The police stated that the schoolboy allegedly faked his own kidnapping in an effort to defraud his mother of monies. His mother is abroad. Boy, may I tell you, it can't get any wickeder than this. When our own children are trying to defraud us, the parents. Boy, Jamaica really gone, you know. And people make me know say the future no look dark. A pitney like this, I go grow up and be the older ones, and if him have them intention in my mind from such a tender age, I honestly think that if his mother was in Jamaica, he would have probably plotted her death. Yeah, man. So, right now, he's in the police custody. Now, Zone 4 Commander for Little London and Negril, that's Deputy Superintendent Sanjay Mitchell, stated that, and I quote, "We did in fact get a missing person report about the same child. Subsequent to that, we conducted some investigation and he was found in Green Island the following morning." The police officer stated that after he was found, he was interrogated by an officer at the Green Island police station, where it was revealed to us that he orchestrated the entire thing. The police also stated that based on having interviewed him on Wednesday, we were able to adduce that he was the mastermind behind orchestrating his kidnapping in a bid to defraud his mother of money he had access to. He even went as far as telling the police officers that he was robbed of his wallet and cell phone. A search was conducted of his school bag and they were found inside the bag. The police also added that they have since collected a statement from him and are looking at how they can lay charges against him relative to creating public mischief and other charges. Now, my peeps, can it get any worse than that? I have one thing to say to the mother of this young man, this criminal element in the making. I know it's your child and you love your child, but I would advise you to love your child, yes, but love him from a distance. Yeah, man. Saying the way, make we continue. Now, over there in the parish of St. James, the police have put in some hard work and have reaped much success. So the police in St. James have seized 4 guns and several rounds of ammunition in separate operations on Thursday. They say 2 Remington shotguns along with 17 12-gauge cartridges were seized in an area called Retirement District. Reports are that during an operation which was conducted between 10:15 a.m. and 12:15 p.m., an open lot was searched, and the weapons and ammunition found inside a garbage bag beneath a mattress. No arrest was made in connection with that find. Meanwhile, an M16 rifle presently on your screen with 1 magazine containing 25 5.56 rounds and a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 13 9mm rounds of ammunition were seized in an area called Flower Hill District. The police reported that sometime about 11:30 a.m., a team conducted operations in the area and the premises was searched. The police stated that the 9mm pistol along with ammunition was found wrapped in a handkerchief on top of a cabinet, whilst the rifle along with 5.56 cartridges was found on the roof. 1 man was subsequently taken into custody, and of course he will be later charged with the offense of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Now over there in the St. Catherine South Police Division, 2 men, only known by their aliases, have been declared persons of interest by the St. Catherine South Police Division in Old Harbour. Now both men is said to frequent the Old Harbour area, and the police are asking if the regular members of John Public can assist in them finding these criminal elements in relation to 2 separate incidents of knockings and clappings that has resulted in the loss of life of some people. Now their aliases, they have been identified only as Crime Pig and Rum Stains. So anybody knowing the whereabouts of Crime Pig and Rum Stains, please contact the Old Harbour Police, or as always, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger. Give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. And still in the St. Catherine South Police Division, this criminal element here presently on your screen, identified as Christopher Barrett, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Chickenback. He's wanted for a series of knockings and clappings with intent that means him clap some can upon some people pick up some can, and it was in his intention for dirt them, but they survived. Now he's wanted by the police for same. Now the next wanted man presently on your screen is wanted by the St. Elizabeth Police. He has since been identified as Dujan Wright, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Black Man. He too is wanted for knockings and clappings with intent. So anyone knowing the whereabouts of these wanted criminal elements, just link up the squad of them and give the squad of them the information. Yeah, man. Now, yesterday, my peeps, the prominent sports college in Jamaica, GC Foster College, was plunged into mourning as their vice principal. This man presently on your screen, who has since been identified as Gibbs Williams, was brutally slaughtered in the streets of Portmore St. Catherine by criminal elements. Now, the 55-year-old Williams, who was a prominent figure also in the West Indies cricket, as I stated, was fatally conned up sometime about 12:30 p.m. at a medical facility in Portmore St. Catherine. According to reports from the police, Mr. Williams had visited the Portmore Hospital complex to attend a medical procedure. However, tragedy struck while he was returning to his car in the parking lot. Armed criminal elements launched a sudden and deadly attack, opening gunfire with chilling precision. The tertiary institution administrator was struck several times in the chest, leaving him severely wounded. In a desperate attempt to seek refuge and aid, Mr. Williams managed to run back inside the medical facility, where he reportedly collapsed. Swift medical attention was initiated, and he was then transported to a nearby Spanish Town hospital, where he sadly was pronounced you know what. The thing rough. Now, head of the St. Catherine South Police Division, that's Senior Superintendent of Police Christopher Phillips, stated that the St. Catherine South Police Division have ruled out the fact that it could have been an act of robbery. He described that this seems to be a coordinated and planned act that was perpetrated against the vice principal. Now, my peeps, the thing rough. Nobody at all not safe. Whomever you are, wherever you are, no matter what position you may hold in life, if someone close to you have any sort of issues with you or have a grudge, they can just easily pay these criminal elements to carry out a hit and take you out just like that. Yeah, man. And that's the reality of the Jamaica that we presently live in. So don't think for a minute that because you're not mixed up or you don't associate yourself with a certain crowd, you're off limits. Think again. The very person who you share your bed with, the very person that you love the most, may just be the culprit that will pay criminal elements to take you out for whatever the selfish reason is. Yeah, man. Now, the last thing that we are going to talk about, the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of Crime and Security Portfolio, Fitz Bailey, shares an update in relation to the disappearance of Stephanie Medic Williams. So we're going to hear from DCP Bailey as he weighs in on his latest findings and the reassurance to Stephanie's mother that her case is not swept under the carpet. Listen.
I want to reassure the public that we apply the same standard to every investigation. That matter that you have referenced, I have also intervened, I've spoken to the investigators, I have looked at the evidence that is available, but we are still pursuing that investigation. And if you know how we do our thing, we don't make a lot of noise when we do an investigation. We investigate and then we speak after. And that is the approach that we have been taking. And we will continue to take this approach in all investigation. We investigate and we speak after the investigation. But I want to reassure, in particular the mother, I have spoken to her personally, that her matter is not neglected. We continue to focus on it. and we will pursue all leads and use all the resources that we have to bring closure, because I think everybody wants closure to their case. I just want to point out that whilst we cannot tell an individual how they should live their lives, but one must be cautious with the type of relationship that they engage in. And in that particular matter, we believe that certain instruction was issued by a convict within a penal institution. And we are doing our probe, we are continuing our probe, because we want to bring closure to the matter as well. I want to appeal to the public, if they know anything about that matter, to contact us at 811-311-119. There's no crime that is committed without someone seeing it. So I appeal to our good citizens and people of conscience to reach out to us and tell us what you know.
Now, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.